Hello everyone, welcome to Just Invest Today. And today we are talking about Amazon. Yes, we have to talk about Amazon, man. This stock has been consolidating for at least a year. Honestly, look at this. The whole year it's been consolidating. Only a 5% increase. That's insane. So this got me thinking, I might make Amazon my new cash position. This reminds me of what Charlie said about Alibaba. He said Alibaba is my cash position. And that got me thinking, I'm like, yo, why not make Amazon my cash position? It'd be amazing cash position, almost like Berkshire, to hold it just in case, to watch your money grow. And you have it just as a safety net. You can sell it off. You can buy something else when you need the money. But Amazon is a good portion, a good company to have, like, what, 15-20% of your cash just sitting there, and it has so much potential for growth. And it's not gonna go, like, how far can this company go down with so much potential? So that's what I'm seeing. This is what I might want to do, because look, it's been consolidating for a year. That's insane. So it's due for a breakout season. And with earnings coming, I'm only gonna do this if Amazon gets to what, 3,000, 3,100, around that mark. If earnings turn out to be bad or whatever, the market doesn't like it, that's when I'm actually going to probably put some money into it, put 15-20% just as a cash hold for now. So that's how I'm seeing. Tell me what you think, guys, but we have to review. Why am I doing this? What is the potential for Amazon? And I see massive potential. Look what Amazon has been doing, man. This is not a joke. Revenue growth, 27%, 30%, 30%, 20%, 37%. And that's only getting stronger and getting bigger. We understand what Amazon's trying to do. They're going into so many different fields. They're going into the pharmacy. They're actually doing more fulfillment. And think about this too. And one thing too, they're doing live streaming on Amazon, which they're going to be able to sell more, almost like what they're doing over in China. So you can see Amazon trying to take a play from China, from Alibaba, from JD.com, and all those companies down there. So you see how their growth can still sustain. But I don't understand, how come no one talks about Twitch in their 10K? They don't talk about Twitch in, like, their earnings call. I don't really see them talking about Twitch. Is Twitch even a part of Amazon anymore? Like, I feel like they don't even hint at that. Even though the gaming sector is getting so big, so large, and Twitch is at the forefront, Twitch and YouTube. Like, how are they not talking about that? I don't know if it's just in my head, if I'm not seeing it, but I don't know what's going on. I don't see them barely. If they talk about Twitch, it's like nothing. It's just, they just say streaming, and then that's all. Like, it's just weird how they don't talk about Twitch, even though that can be a huge part of their future growth. And they have Revlon. They invested in a lot of that, and that's going to IPO about 80 billion maybe in the future next year. So they have so much underlying businesses within Amazon, and they have still so much future growth ahead of them. So just look at the North American market. That's supposed to be growing at 11% annual. The North American e-commerce market is expected to grow 11% annually, forecasted, man. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like an $8 trillion market. And then COVID, the pandemic, helped the situation even further, giving the huge growth to Amazon. Amazon already has a huge part of the market. So just look at this chart right now. Top 10 e-commerce retailers in the US in 2020. Look where Amazon is. If this is not a competitive advantage, I don't know what is. They have 38% of the e-commerce market. And with the whole pandemic, that just enhanced it even more. Walmart's at 4.3, eBay 4.7, 3.7, and that's nothing. We see their advertising business growing at 50% year over year. And actually, Amazon advertising is gonna probably be doing better than, think about it, than pretty much Facebook, or do I even want to say it? Google? Because advertising on Amazon has been becoming more efficient, and their market in advertising is growing. It was like 7%, and now it's growing to 10%. And that market is growing big because they see the advantages of actually having your product on Amazon, because Amazon is one of the most searched up websites to use if you're trying to find a product. So why wouldn't you use Amazon as your advantage if you're trying to sell products? So you just got to think about it in that terms. So the e-commerce market is growing. Amazon is growing in this e-commerce market at 20% clip, 30% clip. Their international market, think about this too. We've seen their international market in 2016, 17, and 18. It's been growing at a healthy clip, around 24%, 23%, 21%. But that's not it. They were losing money during those times. Like the operating income wasn't, they were losing money. Look at that. 1.2 billion, 3 billion, 2 billion. They were losing money until 2020 when the whole pandemic happened. And then they're up $717 million. And that's going to probably continue growing. It's going to come back down a little bit. But that just helps boost the whole international segment. And then we already know the North American segment is still growing fast. So this is why Amazon is just primed to explode soon. And it's been consolidating for a year. So you can just see why I can have this as a cash position. If it goes under like 3,000, maybe like 2,900, whatever, if it doesn't get there, then I probably will move on. But if it does, I'm willing to have it as a cash position. And when I'm talking about AWS, just look at this chart, man. AWS, this is the worldwide market share, 32%. Microsoft coming in 20%. That's huge growth. And honestly, Microsoft is doing a really good job. But the infrastructure for cloud, they're 129 billion, and this is growing at like 20%, 15%. This is to be growing really fast, and Amazon's primed to take more market share. Google Cloud, Alibaba, all these companies are coming up, but the market is so big for these companies. I don't think it matters. I think everyone can eat in this whole field. So don't get too worried that there's so many competitors. Amazon is still going to be eating really good in this whole cloud space, and they're already the market leader. That's what I think about Amazon, man. And honestly, the negatives that I see with Amazon are like unions. The unions are going to come in, they're going full force on Amazon. They want higher pay. So the unions are going to have a lot of benefits and a lot of negatives. I'm going to say negatives to the company because you know how unions are and you know how strong unions are and what they demand and all these strikes and stuff that can happen when you become a union. It's good for the workers but bad for the company. And then on top of that, you got higher wages. So that's going to eat on Amazon margins, and we understand inflation. So all these like small market products are actually getting expensive. Is that going to affect the business? Who knows? Supply chain issues. You know, Amazon is always going to deal with supply chain issues as they need more workers, more people, more drivers, and they're dealing with all the supply chain issues and disruptions. So how is that going to affect Amazon? And then when you think about Amazon too, they have to do more fulfillment. They have to do a lot of more things. So they're spending a lot of money on maintenance capex, on expanding the business too. So expanding the business capex, they're spending a lot on just growing the business still. So they still have a lot of fulfillment duties. They're still trying to develop AWS. Like they're still developing a lot of things. So their free cash flow isn't getting as big as it can right now, and they're using a lot of that up to grow the business. So you also got to understand that about Amazon. But once they develop all that, you're going to see that shoot right back up. That free cash flow is going to go right back up, in my opinion. So honestly, this could be another cash position, almost like what Charlie Munger said about Alibaba, man. He's having this as a cash position. Alibaba, I might put Amazon and put it as a cash position, man. So what do you think about Amazon as a cash position? What do you think about Amazon, the business, and just the growth of the company? What about earnings coming up? There's so much to talk about, man. So please, can you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll get back to you in the next video. Peace!